All right. Um, Take a look at the market here. First of all, welcome to the stream. Um, we've got Bitcoin, um, ETH BTC we'll look at. But let's just start right now with Bitcoin obviously having a big day. We're dollars away from all-time high right now. Um, we've got sort of the zoomed out view here. Um, you know, Uh, we've covered this for the past, I don't know how many weeks now, but just a quick recap. Obviously, we had the cycle before, had sort of a double top. We bled out, went down to around 16K, and then started getting positive market structure. Um, and then really what we were looking for was this break of the um, OB here to basically set us off to the races. And we got that, broke through a bit inefficiently, came up into supply, came back down, kind of filled that inefficiency, and that was where we sprung from to continue going up with now, which is just sort of a up only chart here, up and sideways, not really any down as of yet. Um, Now, with that said, we are coming into all time high. I think the ETF and all this institutional money can certainly take us higher. But I would say now is probably the time to be managing risk a bit more in case we do top out here. Depending on how comfortable you are with reading charts, you can just kind of take some profit here, or you can sort of be monitoring and waiting for a breakdown. Um, uh, Start of a bearish market structure, basically, to start taking some out. I would not be surprised. Again, I'm not saying this is guaranteed, but I wouldn't be surprised to see us sort of retrace some of this, which I think ultimately still leads us to more upside. But a move like this in Bitcoin is going to show itself as a much deeper move on altcoins. Um, ETH might maintain a little bit of relative strength just where it has the ETF rumor. Um, or not even so much a rumor, it's going to have an ETF pretty much. Um, but that's not till late May. So we do have that sort of uh, rumor type of price action. Everyone's buying in the build up to it. I'm sure, just like with the Bitcoin one, institutions are buying so that they have liquidity available once they do have the ETF. Um, so there's plenty of things to be bullish on here. I would prepare for some sort of down move. Um, Maybe into like 52, come down to this sort of consolidation we had before. I mean, if we're ridiculously bullish, maybe we just pull back into this right here and continue this just up, sideways, up, sideways. That's probably less likely, but just one scenario there. And ultimately, I mean, once we do break all-time high, and as always, we've seen plenty of these play out where you get an SFP. Be wary of that. That if you're, like I said, if you're someone that's a little more comfortable with charts and you're planning to take profits on that, I would watch for an SFP of the all-time high. Um, but otherwise, I mean, once all-time high is really broken, your guess is as good as mine. 100K, 150. I don't know where we're going. Um, but sky's the limit. ETH. I think this one's a bit cleaner. Oh, this one's erased. ETH here coming up on this supply area, not necessarily supply, but or it is supply, but not necessarily going to be a pivot point. It ended up showing itself sort of as just a spot to consolidate here. Um, when you come down, you can see like this is when we first came into it, pulled back a little, but we stayed sideways and consolidated. Now trying to break above it. Let's just get that line a little more dialed in, see what exactly we're looking at. All right, that would be the daily close there with a wick just a bit higher. If you look really close, you can see we are above that wick. Um, so again, we could potentially SFP this here while simultaneously SFPing that all-time high on Bitcoin. So just look out for that. And again, same idea here. Just start to be cautious. You know, things have been going up. Um, you definitely want to be, paying yourself and taking those profits out. Not saying to exit the market, but just try to get into a habit of taking profits on things as they go up like this, especially when they come into technical areas like Bitcoin at all-time high. Um, Again, I mean, we have similar setup here. If ETH is ridiculously bullish, maybe it only pulls back into here and goes up. If it's, you know, got more of a pullback in it, I'd say we could come down. Yeah, something like that. Um, Looks like we've got an OB here that could act as demand. And then you've got this sort of consolidation area here, um, which all of this sort of lines up into um, this 200 EMA. So there's some confluence in this area. Um, and this will take time. This is a daily chart, so we're probably more likely looking somewhere over here. Um, which by then the daily EMA here is probably going to keep trailing up, which will come into this area. So I would say somewhere between 3K and 3085, call it 3100 for simplicity, would be a good spot to sort of reload some ETH. Um, yeah, potentially we go lower, but things are looking a bit uglier if that happens. So yeah, I would say I would be looking to buy some ETH in that area, and then just sort of monitor the position and adjust as the market gives us more information. Um, Other than Bitcoin and ETH, looks like we got sort of a mixed bag across my watch list here. So a lot of coins are red, some are green. Not much is more green than Bitcoin right now. So ETH BTC coming down. Again, we've had this 0.05 level marked for ages now. It seems to be a pivotal level. Um, I would think, especially with the ETH ETF, um, that ETH BTC will start to get more of an uptrend going. Um, we're a bit sideways right now. So trying to get a run and then it gets slammed back down. I think just because Bitcoin's so strong and like I said, those institutional buyers are coming in. Um, you know, they've got heavier hands than crypto Twitter and shitcoin degenerates. So only so much we can do there, but I do think we probably will start to keep inching up on ETH BTC. Just fundamentally, it's not necessarily based on the chart. It's just kind of paying attention to what's going on. Um, but yeah, I mean, we've got alts, AXL had just a massive candle on its Binance listing. Was it a Binance? Yeah, I guess it must have been a Binance listing. I don't know why my Binance chart goes further back. Something happened. It pumped. We took profits. Um, yeah, Beam. Beam continues. Looking good. Just had a bullish engulfing candle there on the 4 hours, so potentially we got this sort of chop consolidation going on here. I think maybe we get a leg up on Beam. Um, and I know this is like I'm saying conflicting things, but this is why I'm saying don't exit the market. Not financial advice. Anyways, do your own research, do what you want to do. But I am not exiting the market, but I am looking to just sort of trim some positions, realize some profits. If you have something that's up a lot, don't leave it on the table. These are the things you kind of learn cycle after cycle and try to do better each cycle. Um, but so yeah, basically my point is I'm saying take profits. We're most saying this looks like it's going up, so um, be prepared for both. Um, so I forget what I called this here, but Sol looks like it hit some sort of target we got here, 137. I don't remember specifically, but whatever it was, it looks like that played out. Um, Probably retrace. Just trying to get an idea of what's going on with some of the bigger alts. Sui, which was one of the stronger alts early in the cycle, looks like that's starting to unwind a bit. Um, I haven't heard much about it lately. I think maybe the hype might have died down, so that's probably going to pull back. Um, so yeah, I would say look for what is strong right now because it looks like some alts might have deeper pullbacks in them, and then some are going to just stay strong and probably keep going up. And obviously, those are the ones you hope to be your bags. All right. Oh, we're going long here. 12 minutes. All right. Let's end the recording. Jump in. We got a bunch of people on the stream. Have a good day. Bye.